Welcome to this day in wrestling history for July 24th. In 1995, on the live edition of WWF Monday Night Raw from Louisville Gardens in Louisville, Kentucky, the new Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels defeated Jimmy Del Rey from the Tag Team Heavenly Bodies in a non-title match. Dan Spivey made his in-ring debut in the new Waylon Mercy gimmick, and Bret Hitman Hart defeated Hakushi in the main event. In 1996, the Steiner Brothers, that's Rick and Scott, defeated the Harlem Heat, team of Booker T and Stevie Ray, at the Riverfront Coliseum in Cincinnati, Ohio, to win the WCW Tag Team Championship. The Steiners lost them back to Harlem Heat 3 days later. In 1999, Omega Sanford show in Sanford, North Carolina, Willow the Wisp, who's been known as Jeff Hardy, defeated Kid Dynamo, who's been known as Shannon Moore, to obtain the UWA World Middleweight Championship. And moments later, Kid Dynamo defeated Willow the Wisp for the Omega New Frontiers Championship. The Hardy Boys, Jeff and Matt Hardy, defeated Kid Vicious, who's been known as Gregory Helms or the Hurricane, and Venom, also been known as Joey Apps. Omega is a backyard, but a wrestling promotion started by the Hardy Brothers. Also in 1999, Edge defeated Jeff Jarrett to win the WWF Intercontinental Championship at the Sky Dome in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at a house show. Ken Shamrock was the original opponent, but due to travel issues, he could not make the show. Edge wasn't aware he was going to win the title that night until the referee made 3 count. 2000, WWF champion The Rock and Kane fought to a no contest against Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit in the main event of WWF Monday Night Raw from the Frank Irwin Center in Austin, Texas. Lita and the Big Show defeated Shane and Stephanie McMahon. Later in the night, Trish Stratus. Lita lost to Trish Stratus in a strap match. Also in 2000, Nitro, WCW Nitro that is, from the CSU Convention Center in Cleveland, Ohio, Lance Storm defeated Big Vito in a title versus title match to win the WCW Hardcore Championship. Storm was the United States champion at the time, and his title was on the line as well. To say that was the time. WCW. Sorry about that. Chronic, who's a team of Brian Adams and Brian Clark, fought Jeff Jarrett to a draw in a handicap match. Great Meter and Vampiro also went to a no-contest. In the main event, Booker T retained the WCW Championship against Goldberg. 2001, Kurt Angle defeated Booker T by submission for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship at the WWF SmackDown taping in Angle's hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and came from the Millen Arena. In 2002, and the NWA TNA weekly pay-per-view at the Tennessee Fairgrounds Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. In the main event, Ken Shamrock and Sabu fought to a no contest in a ladders and submissions match. Shamrock retained the NWA World Heavyweight Championship due to the fact that it was a no contest. In 2004, Ace Steel and CM Punk defeated BJ Whitmer and Dan Math a 2-on-2 street fight in the main event of Ring of Honor's Death by Dishonor Part 2 from Frontier Fieldhouse in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. Doug Williams retained the Ring of Honor Pro Wrestling title against Austin Aries. Also, Samoa Joe retained the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship against Colt Cabana. In 2005, at the WWE Great American Bash at KeyBank Arena in Buffalo, New York, JBL picked up a disqualification win over the World Heavyweight Champion Batista in the main event. The Undertaker defeated Muhammad Hussein and became the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Following the match, The Undertaker performed his last ride finisher on Hassan to the top of the stage floor, riding the controversial character off TV. Rey Mysterio defeated Eddie Guerrero in the match of the night, where the stipulation was that if Mysterio lost, Guerrero would reveal a kayfabe secret that neither the Mysterio nor the Guerrero families wanted to reveal in public. And was relating to Mysterio's son Dominic. Also, Melina defeated Tori Wilson in a ball penalties match. The World Warrior Animal and Heidenreich defeated Eminem, Joey Mercury, and Johnny Nitro to win the WWF Tag Team Championship in the opening match. In 2006, in the main event of WWE Monday Night Raw from the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, John Cena and Ric Flair defeated WWE Champion Edge and Johnny Nitro, and Shawn Michaels also defeated Jonathan Coachman. In 2009, Ring of Honor's Death by Dishonor 7, Night 1, at the Ted Reeve Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Kenny Omega defeated Kenny King, Kevin Steen, and Lance Storm. Let me go back a minute. Kenny Omega defeated Kenny King. Wow, Kevin Steen and Lance Storm defeated Chris Hero and Davey Richards. Austin Aries retained the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of a 4-way match against Jerry Lynn, Nigel McGuinness, and Tyler Black. In 2010, Ring of Honor Salvation from Frontier Fieldhouse in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. Tyler Black retained the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship against Kevin Steen in the main event. In 2010, at the WWF SmackDown taping at T-Mobile Arena in Kansas City, Missouri, The Miz retained the Intercontinental Championship against Christian. In the main event, Alberto Del Rio was victorious over Daniel Bryan, Kane, and Rey Mysterio in a fatal 4-way. In 2015, Ring of Honor Death by Dishonor 13 was at the Williams J. Myers Pavilion in Baltimore, Maryland. Hangman Adam Page defeated ACH in a no disqualification match. Jay Lethal and Roderick Strong fought to a time limit draw for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship in the main event. Also, the Addiction, the team of Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, retained the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship against Red Dragon, which was Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. The Kingdom, which was Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, and War Machine, which was Harrison and Raymond Rowe in a 4 corners survival match. In 2016, at WWE Battleground at Verizon Center in Washington, D.C., Dean Ambrose retained the WWE Championship against Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns in a triple threat match in the main event. The card saw 2 6-man tag team matches. In the first, Bray Wyatt, but the Wyatt family, which included Bray Wyatt obviously, and plus Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman defeated the New Day, consisting of the trio Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. Later in the evening, John Cena, Big Cass, and Joe Amore defeated AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows. And Bayley made her WWE main roster debut, teaming with Sasha Banks to defeat Charlotte and Dana Brooke. In 2017, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins defeated The Miz, Bo Dallas, and Chris Axel in a handicap tag team match in the main event of WWE Monday Night Raw from the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. In 2018, WWE SmackDown at the Four Center in Evansville, Indiana. The New Day, represented by Big E and Xavier Woods, defeated Sanity, represented by Alligator Wolf and Killian Dean, in a semifinal match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship #1 contender tournament. In 2024, AEW Dynamite's Blood and Guts took place at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. In the main event, The Acclaimed, which were a team of Anthony Bones and Rich Gaster, teamed with Darby Allin, Mark Briscoe, and Swerve Strickland, and they defeated Heyman Page, Jack Perry, Kazuchika Okada, and the Young Bucks, who were Matthew and Nicholas Jackson in the main event in a Blood and Guts match. Also in 2024, AEW Rampage was taped at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. Darby Allin won the Royal Rampage to become the #1 contender to the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Notable birthdays: Lee Moriarty in 1985, Enzo Dawkins in 1990, Tori Wilson in 1975. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day.